Today's topic is making of the constitution. So, 8 subtopics under the making of the constitution chapter. Okay, first one is demand for a constituent assembly and a composition of the constituent assembly and its working and other functions of this constituent assembly and objectives resolution which were moved by the Nehru and adoption and enactment. It means when it was adopted and when it came to force. And committees, the important committees of the Constituent Assembly and mainly drafting committee and criticism of the Constituent Assembly. Okay, first side topic is a demand. In 1934, M.N. Roy given the idea of a Constituent Assembly. So in that time we didn't know what is the Constituent Assembly and what is the Constitution. So Aman Roy given the idea of the Constituent Assembly to create our own Indian Constitution, right? And he was a famous Indian communist revolutionary also. In 1935, Indian National Congress officially demanded for the Constituent Assembly. It means in 1935, Indian National Congress officially demanded for the Constituent Assembly before the British. Okay, 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru, on behalf of the Indian National Congress, declared Constitution of a Free India must be framed. Okay, Free India must Constitution for the Free India must be framed without outside interference. It means without a British or other countries' interference, and this constitution would be framed by the Constituent Assembly, and the members of the Constituent Assembly would be elected through the universal adult franchise. Okay, and in that time World War II was going, and 1940 August offer was made by the Viceroy Linlithgow at Simla. What is August offer? So in that time British people needed India's support in World War II. So because they needed, and they given some provisions under the August offer. These are: after World War II, new constitution for minorities would be granted. Okay, after World War II, and this means India has they needed India's support, and they so after World War II, they will given the permission to create the new constitution for the Indian people. And second one is free and equal partnership in Commonwealth nations. So the Commonwealth nations created by the British people, and free and equal partnership in this, and expand executive council. It means already the British rulers expanded the executive council with more Indians, and they said more representatives will be increased under the executive council. And last one is war advisory council. So they said Indian representatives or Indian members would be taken from the taken to the war advisory council. It means war advisory council is for the wars. And so Muslim League and the Indian National Congress rejected this August offer, and in 1942 Sir Stafford Cripps came with the Cripps Commission. He was a member of the cabinet of British, and he came with a draft proposal for the independent constitution after World War. This is after World War only they can given the permission to our own constitution making. Okay, and again Muslim League and Indian National Congress always rejected, and because Muslim League has less satisfaction in this Cripps Commission. In 1946, Cabinet Mission Plan came into India, and our constituent assembly was constituted in 1946 under this cabinet mission plan only. And the next topic is a composition of the constituent assembly. Okay, we created constituent assembly under the cabinet mission plan, which was came in 1946, and our total strength in that time was 389 seats. 389 seats are divided into two types. 296 for British India. It means the places which are directly ruled by the British, and 93 for princely states. It means independent local rulers without British rule. Okay, 296, 93. Okay, again 296 divided into two parties. 292 for the 11 governor provinces, and 4 for the chief commissioners provinces. Okay, and one seat to 1 million people, because popula- uh, population basis they given one seat for 1 million people. Okay, and so British India divided into uh, Muslims, Sikhs, and general. General means except Muslims and Sikh communities. So each community elected by the members of that community belong on. And the princely state nominated. So these the members from the princely states are not elected, and they may be nominated by the heads of their princely states. Next one is elections. 1946 July, August, elections were held, and 296 seats. Among 296 seats, 208 seats International Congress got 208 seats, and Muslim League Party got 73 seats, and independent parties got 15 seats, and 93 seats of princely states didn't fill, because they wanted to go away from the Constituent Assembly. So important personalities were in the Constituent Assembly, but except Gandhiji. Okay. Now, next topic is the working of the Constituent Assembly. First meeting was held in 1946, 9th December, with 211 members. Okay, and Muslim League was boycotted in that time, and Dr. Sachidananda Sinha was a temporary president. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected president in 24th Jan 1950. He was elected, and vice presidents were two members, H.C. Mukherjee and V.T. Krishnamachari. And coming to the other functions, so elephant is the symbol of Constituent Assembly, and national flag and national anthem, national song, those were adopted. A national flag adopted 22nd July 1947. National anthem was adopted 24th Jan 1950. National song also adopted 24th Jan 1950. And our elected president also elected in 24th Jan 1950 also. So total sessions, 11 sessions were held for the constitution, and the time period was 2 years, 11 months, 18 days were consumed to create the constitution, our own constitution, right? So our constitution makers referred 60 countries constitution. Okay, and expenditure was 64 lakh. So next topic is objectives resolution. What is objective resolution? It means fundamentals or important features. So 13th December 1946, Jawaharlal Nehru moved the objectives resolution in the assembly. Objectives means fundamentals, right? So what are the objective resolutions? First one is India as an independent sovereign republic, right? Sovereign means it never, it means supreme power without outside interference. Independent means also independence. There is no other power for the India. And republic means elected. Okay, all power derived from the people only, because in Indian political system is based on democracy. This means all power derived from the people. Okay, British India to Indian states and outside other states willing to India. It means after independence, we got the power from British, and British India. That name will be turned to the Indian states, right? So in that time, outside India are states in the India. If they are want to, if they want to united in the India, they can be union. It shall be the union. Okay, and safeguards for the minorities, tribals, depressed classes. It means some safeguards would be provided for the minorities to protect their life. Okay, and fourth one is justice, social, economic and political justice would be given to all peoples equally, and equality of opportunities in all spheres of the employment, political, economy, whatever it may be, the equality must be provided for the each and every person in the country, and equality before law. So the law is provided for all people equal, and freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship means so each and every person have the responsibility to express his or her views without any interference, without any restrictions of the country, right? And integrity, sovereignty, rights on the land, sea, air. So we have the rights on our own land, sea, air. Okay, and promotion of a world peace. It means being a human being, we have the responsibility to promote the peace. Okay, and these objectives resolution was adopted in 22nd John 1947 by the Constituent Assembly. Okay, it's a modified version formed in a preamble. We will see the preamble. So these fundamental features modified in preamble. Next side topic is adoption and enactment. 26th November 1949, our constitution was adopted. Totally 395 articles, 8 schedules, 22 parts. Okay, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is known as the father of the Constitution of India. And when this constitution came into force means 26th Jan 1950, and this day was historically important. It means 26th Jan Purna Swaraj Day was celebrated. That's why our constitution makers created this 26th Jan as a Republic Day. Okay, and committees of the Constituent Assembly. So the constitution would be created by the Constituent Assembly. In that time, Constituent Assembly appointed some committees to deal with the different tasks in the constitution. So totally 8 major committees and 13 minor committees. So important committee is a drafting committee, and it was set up in 29th August 1947. Work is preparing new constitution, and the chairman was B.R. Ambedkar with 6 members. Okay. Last one is criticism of the Constituent Assembly. So first one is dominated by the Congress. It means all the members who are in the Constituent Assembly are belong to the Congress, because 208 members from the Indian National Congress, right? That's why the Congress demand in the Constituent Assembly, and not a representative body. So this is not a representative body. It means partly elected and a partly nominated body, and third one is not a sovereign body. It not a sovereign body, because the all features in the constitution and constituent assembly would be created under the British rule. Okay, our constituent assembly created under the British rule only. That's why it's not a sovereign body, because this was created by the other people, like, and a lawyer politicians dominations. Because of the lawyer politicians dominations, so many acts, laws were incorporated in the constitution, and dominated by the Hindus also. It means in Constituent Assembly, Indian National Congress have the so many Hindus in this constitution. That's why this is one feature of the criticism. And okay, these are all the criticisms of the Constituent Assembly. Okay.